The other day, I was cooking dinner with my son in the kitchen, and around that time, I was stressed and overwhelmed. So I asked him if he doesn't mind listening to my thoughts and feelings. And this conversation let me realize something I used to do to stay disconnected from myself. And this may help you start reconnecting with yourself. So, back to the kitchen. While I was washing some vegetables, I started sharing my feelings. And I used the words like overwhelmed, stressed, and pressured. In between them, I had a little pause, as if I was actually experiencing each emotion. Then I started hearing him doing this. Humming. When I heard that, I was instantly disconnected from him. I told myself, he doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to listen to your story. He wants to be somewhere else. I felt so unworthy, and I said something else other than how I actually felt right that moment. Then, of course, he got upset, and he said, "Fine, Mom," and he left. I ended the conversation with, "Leave me alone. I'm going to cook my own dinner." While I was cooking, I reflected on what went wrong. The thing bothered me the most was him started singing in his head. I wanted him to be present with me, but I felt like I was unworthy. That was what bothered me the most. When we were sitting at the dinner table together, I opened up the conversation, just sharing my reflection on what went wrong. And I said, "You started humming when I was sharing my emotions. And I didn't like that. And I felt like you wanted to be somewhere else than here, being present with me." He said he didn't know that he actually hummed. And he added, "You paused, Mom. That little gap, I felt like it was my responsibility to do something. And I subconsciously started humming. I'm sorry." So that was something very different from what I thought. But anyhow, that moment made me realize something I used to do to myself. How often do you do that to yourself? Do what my son did. Whenever you're uncomfortable facing your own emotion, you probably fill that gap with something. It's your subconscious mind filling those gaps to make you feel numb, so you don't have to think about and feel the emotion. Of course, as I felt towards him, you feel disconnected from yourself. When you do that over and over, that's how you feel even more disconnected from yourself. Whenever you fill the gap or silence with something else, you're telling yourself that you don't matter. How painful does it sound? It is painful, isn't it? I want you to realize what you've been doing to yourself, because I didn't know. Once you're aware, you can change it, because you matter and you're the most important person in your life. And once you see it, completely connecting with yourself, that's where beauty is. I want you to experience that. So whenever you feel uncomfortable next time, lean towards your feelings let you feel just a little bit. I know it can be overwhelming. So you can just give yourself just a little moment to experience. That's how you can build your muscle. I want this to be an opportunity for you to start reconnecting with yourself. If you find my content helpful, please click on the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. Thank you for watching, and believe in yourself and trust your intuition.